Hey guys, thanks for stopping into the video. Today I'm going to go over how to source car parts. I'll show you how I do it and another way that you guys can do it. I've thought about doing it this way. I know other people who do it this way. Right now it's just not for me. I've got enough on my plate with the vehicles I have, but I'll show you a couple really great ways to get these parts that are selling like hotcakes for us. First of all, I wanted to share our group with you, Vintage Thrifter Resellers. It'll be down in the description box below as well. It's a great place to join, good community to ask questions about anything vintage that you don't know, or any of the platforms, Mercari, eBay, Etsy, Facebook Marketplace, or wherever it is that you're trying to sell on. And hopefully we can help you out there. Now, personally, myself, I've been selling a lot of Dodge Ram parts, and the process I go through is I go on a Facebook Marketplace, I find vehicles, right? This one is in 2000 Dodge Ram 1500 short bed. It's a four-door. And they're asking $500 for it, right? Motors got 212, no guarantee on the motor. Chan's probably going, none of that matters to me right now. I'll have those tested after I get the vehicle. $500. First thing I see, tires look very new. They look good. Price looks good. As long as these tires check out and they are decent, I could probably sell these for $300 to $500 alone locally near me. This window back here that you see, and it's right there too. There's one on each side. That's the rear glass windows. I'm going to show you right here. I sell these myself for $160. You can see sold. Hex Treasure is $160. Costs about $30 to ship it between shipping and fees. So I made between, let's say, $120 on that. Now 120 times 2 is $240. So I just made $240 off of this vehicle that I paid $500 for. We're down to $260 to recoup, right? This grill you see right here, I'd sell that local all day long for $150. That front bumper will go for $150 to $200, even with the dent right there. Now we're looking at, I mean, we're well into profit, right? So we're well into profit on this vehicle, and we haven't even really touched all the major parts yet. And we'll get into these. Those are what's all up here. So here's another vehicle. It's a 98 Ram. I don't ever buy anything over $900. I won't spend $1,000 on a truck. The way I got into this was I actually have a 99 Ram that my wife and I bought as our first major vehicle purchase together 14 years ago. It's really sentimental. I love it. I got to put some work into it body-wise to get it going, but it's got an amazing engine, transmission, everything, right? So I wanted some new headlights for it, and I wanted to put new taillights, a couple different things for it. And it was cheaper for me to go and buy a vehicle like this one, right? That's got good side mirrors on it than it was for me to go and buy side mirrors if somebody wants to charge, $80 a piece for it, like I'm doing, and just take them off this vehicle, put them on mine, and then sell the rest of the parts of this vehicle. That's actually how I got into ripping these apart. And this one right here, locally, how I do it, I'd buy this vehicle, I'd offer probably $800 on this. Hopefully they take it. This fender and this fender right here, those are $150. I have people lined up waiting to buy rust-free front fenders at $150 a piece. That's $300, right? If I buy it for $900, we're down to $600. But look, I keep these taillights for my truck. I love the design of those. These rims, I don't know about the tires, but the rims, the OEM rims, are $50 a piece. So that's $200. Now we're down to $400. Hood's $200. $200. Grills $150. We're down to $50, and that's in the rain guards or the bug guards on the headlights. I mean, interior dash, you're looking at whatever else is in this vehicle. I mean, I've got nothing but money to make on this. That's what we'll get into next. So here we have the literal nuts and bolts, right? I stripped these vehicles down to their last nut and bolt. And this is not my sale right here, but I sell these. I ran out because I sold them all, and they're older than 90 days old, so I don't have any to show you guys of mine that I can pull up. But I sell mine for $54 for the set of 4 bolts. This connects the drive shaft to the rear differential if you've got a Dana 60 in the truck, or they connect the front drive shaft to the transfer case, right? So all the vehicles I've have had 2 sets of these. That's $50 a piece, is say $45 profit after all is said and done. And that right there is $90 just in these bolts, right? Here's another set of bolts, $25. These mount the rear shocks. Here's another set of bolts. This mounts the cross member to the frame. I don't even have all the nuts for these bolts, but it's still sold for $35, right? So I rip these vehicles now and I take the bolts off, put them in a Ziploc baggie and write Blue 01 Ram cross member bolts. That's how I keep everything organized, and I set them in a box and I get to list it, take pictures, and they're all selling, right? So what I want to show you is there are different places like Pull Apart or LKQ Pick Your Part, or there's another one, and I don't know why it's not up here. What the? U-Pull and Save. So if you just go onto Google and you go Pull Yourself Auto Parts or something similar, you're going to run into, it'll bring up websites around you, a place that you have. You go onto their lots and you find these vehicles. They all have an inventory of what vehicles they have, so you can get a plan on what you're going to do when you go there. You can call up with all the parts you want to pull, and you'll know how much you're going to pay for them before you go. So like if you wanted to get these 4 bolts right here, right? These 4 bolts that sell for $54, and there aren't any listed right now. These are the only 2 in the sold. So you go on to Pull Apart, you're looking at nuts and bolts, 60 cents a piece. That's $2.40 that you're turning into $45, profit. You go to LKQ, they're 36 cents a piece. So now you're looking at 40 cents times $1.60. $1.60, you're turning to $45 profit. I mean, the money's there to be made. You got to do a little bit of work. Here is a ashtray that I bought, that I pulled off of one of the Dodge Rams that I had. Sold it for $35. Now for me, there was no cost into it because I had the vehicle and I'd already more than recouped my money. I'm nothing but profit. But if you go to one of these yards, you're going to get an ashtray, $5.65 out the door. If you go to U-Pull, $3 out the door. You go here, $3.90 out the door. You turn that $3.90 into $35, right? The stuff sells all day long. Now, the second gen Rams are a very popular truck. There's a lot of guys who are restoring them who want to put them back together. But all you have to do is understand how to search eBay for what's sold. What has had a high quantity of sales. You can look into, I'll do a video on that in the next week or so, on how to just reverse search through the solds for random things based on the inventory in these yards, and it gives you an idea of what you can go and pull. So here we have the heater control, and this is all stuff that's sold over the last month or two for me. $125 for this part. Again, just a part I had on one of the trucks. I've got 2 more that I still have to pull that are sitting out there. Heater control, $17.77. Temperature control, $19.99. Temperature control, $31.20. So now see here at LKQ, it's a little more expensive, but that $31.20 still turns into $90 profit when all is said and done. You have here are seats. Now this was a funny one for me. This one was an 07 Ram that I had purchased. I actually bought it to I was going to swap the engine and sell it for pretty good profit. I ended up not going that route. I ended up parting it out instead because it was, once I found out these seats were what they were and how much they were worth, I ended up selling this set of seats in here for $1,800. I drove them down. I hand delivered them from Michigan to Kentucky to the buyer. And we actually just did that a week ago, last Friday. Friday, the 18th. We drove down there and dropped them off to the guy down there. It was a pretty interesting thing, but it only cost me like $200 in gas, where the cheapest rate I could get from U-Ship from anywhere was in the 500 to 850 was the cheapest quote I got, all the way up to 1,000. So this was the next generation up, but these are leather, heated, power, that's got all the bells and whistles. That's why these ones are worth so much. These windows here, like I showed you, I sell mine for $160. Every time I get them, I throw them up. I sold all 4 of them within, I think, 10 days of each other. Now here, this one's not my sale. I actually don't have one listed to show you. That's why I pulled this one up, but this mirror right here, it's just a mirror out of the Ram. It's super simple to take off. There's just, if I can show you, Right here, there's just a screw. I think it's a T25. You just loosen it up and it slides right off, right? You pull this off, no big. And that, I don't know why they cut it. That's stupid because there's money there to be made. But I go ahead and you disconnect that. You just push in the little tab and pull it out. Done and simple. $55. Now, he sold 52 of these. He's got none available. If you look anywhere you go, interior mirror, $14.30. Interior mirror, $5. And then here you have the rear view mirror, $7 or $26 for the premium. I don't know what they decide is premium or not. So that really, I'm not really sure about pull parts necessarily with this mirror. But I mean, if he's picking them up from here for $5 a piece, you're looking at, you know, $50. Shipping's probably $7.50, $8. He's making a, you know, $38 profit on these all day long. So 40 times 50, that's $2,000 profit right there. I mean, it's pretty incredible. Just obviously that's what he's doing, because I highly doubt this person has gone and bought 50 different vehicles to pull this off of. There's just a couple different ways to show you guys how to source these parts. This is not how I source them. I just buy the vehicles whole and rip them apart. But hopefully this helped you out some. If it has, really appreciate it if you guys subscribe. I'm going to have more videos coming out on how to actually remove these parts as well, along with joining the group where there'll be a lot more information there as well. Thanks again, guys, and we'll see you next time.